Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mod 7. I've done a little bit of work off camera. I did start recording some stuff on this, but it was really difficult to explain whilst I was doing it, so I just decided to cut all of that and we're just going to go over it. So the first thing that I did, let me land somewhere, there we go. First thing I did was we need HDPE pellets, these things for mechanism. Now we're getting quite a lot of them right now. That's funny. The power situation has completely changed now, so I have removed a bunch of stuff from here. In fact, I don't need this chest anymore. But this is now set to input. I don't really need this energy cube, if I'm honest, but I'm gonna leave it because why not? So if you remember, right here we've got the biofuel coming in via this. Oh yeah, this is probably, it's not going to struggle, but it is going to go up and down. And this will continue, like, definitely continue on making... we're going to have enough of these melon slices, I reckon, but yeah, that's going to be an issue at some point. But yeah, the biofuel is going into this thing here, the pressurized reaction chamber, with some hydrogen and some water, and then that creates substrate and ethylene. Yeah. So I think if I knock this one out here, we can have a look underneath this. There we go. So under here, I've got a rotary condensator. I just got to check. Have I put? Yeah, I put all the upgrades in it. Good. So the rotary condensator, it takes the ethylene that is produced from this. And I think it does it turn it into liquid ethylene? I think it does. Yeah, it does, because it's pushing straight into this pink ender tank. So the ender tank is then moving that ethylene over into one of the things we got over here. The substrate itself, so this stuff, is going into our system. And I've set my quarry back up, so we are getting a bunch of new stuff. So that right now, we fly over here. This is the little setup I've got right here. This electrolytic separator is just getting us oxygen. That's pushing into here. So oxygen and liquid ethylene with some substrate makes us the HDPE pellets. So HDPE. I've also got an autocraft right now for HDPE sheets. So these sheets here, if I do start, it's 3 of those pellets then become 1 of those sheets. We could do the other recipe, so if I do this, you can do this recipe here, which is 8 of these pellets turn into 1 sheet, but I've got an enrichment chamber already set up with a crafter on it, so that crafter's just doing the work for us right now. If we were to order like a bunch of these sheets, you need those sheets if you want to... Okay, let's move over here, because I always forget that that's slightly loud, at least. So you need 1 of those sheets for these solar neutron activators. Yeah, these things. Shift N. This machine, a machine that directs the neutron radiation of the sun into internal reservoirs, allowing for the slow creation of various isotopes. Basically, we're using this to turn the nuclear waste into polonium. And then I've got some of the bits that we've got right here, these things, isotropic centrifuges, also being fed with the nuclear waste. And remember what if I can land, there we go. Remember what I said last episode, that these pipes will go to the closest inventory first. So it should be filling up these 2 neutron activators first. Then it will fill up the isotropic centrifuges. Then, if there's any like backlog, so if all 4 of these machines here get full up, it will start voiding it, because we've got this thing over here. So I did move it around here, like I said I would. And every so often you can see it just goes like blip, 1, 2, 3, blip, 1, 2, 3, blip. There it is. And that gets voided. So let's kind of go over what we've got here. So these solar neutron activators use the nuclear waste. It is nighttime, so I won't be doing anything right now, so give me a sec. Right, there we go. Now they should be working again. But what these will do is, well, it's already done it, look. It converts the nuclear waste into polonium, which is going in here. Got some fluorite dust. I'm actually not exporting fluorite dust. I'm doing the same thing that I did for a few bits over here. I'm exporting fluorite into crushers. So this crusher here is getting fluorite. I actually need to do it for like all 4 of these bits because they all require this fluorite dust. So the fluorite dust and polonium, which we're getting from the activators, and some water, so that's why I've got an exporter. This is my exporter? Yeah, with water. That will produce the polonium pellets. So we had a look at pellets a second ago, didn't we? Pellets. There we go. So we got some polonium pellets, which is really good. The same exact thing is happening for these centrifuges in the middle here. So the nuclear waste gets turned into plutonium, and the plutonium is coming into here, and then the fluorite again. We've only got 1 of these crushers right here. I also don't need this sink. I was going to try and set it up using a sink and not using one of these network receivers, but it just looked weird, so I thought, you know what, sod it, I'll just not do that. And then we'll, for the other bits, I mean, we won't do that. In fact, we could rip this out. I'll leave it for now, but we could rip this out and put an exporter for the water on both of these 2, but it's fine. It shows off like another one that you can do, right? So what that's doing is putting water into here, polonium, fluorite, and then there is, so if we go into this and go U, there you go. It does produce this spent nuclear waste, and that is literally the same as nuclear waste, right? So the stuff that comes into this. So what I ended up doing is, because we can't have spent nuclear waste and nuclear waste in the same barrel, or at least I didn't try it. I probably should. No, I didn't want to try it because, you know, we don't want to have that happening. It really annoys me that there's particles here, because I kind of think, are we being poisoned and stuff? But yeah, our little doggo is our thing that is telling us that this isn't releasing any radiation right now. Sorry, doggo. That's like such a brutal way of trying to figure out if we've got radiation being released, but you know what? It's fine. You like being over here, don't you? It's nice and warm. But yeah, so that's producing. Well, that's going into this barrel here. I've got another barrel set up. So without going in, we can right-click it. Remember, I've got a second set up. I don't think it would do the animations, but what's happening here is I've got another constructor and destructor right here. I think constructor's on top, destructor's on bottom, and then I've got this set up again. And yeah, they seem to work. You can see it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There you go. So, by the way, you need to push into the top of these barrels. You might be able to push into the bottom. I'm not sure, but I haven't tried that. But from what I found, you can't push into the side of these nuclear waste barrels, which is interesting. But yeah, so I've just entangled the exact same block 4 times. So it's this new barrel here, this one, that I entangled that one, and I used the same entangler on 1, 2, 3, and 4 different entangled blocks, and it seems to work. It did take a little bit of finessing to get this to work. I was originally going to try and set it up on the same system here, but like if I branched off here, You'd think it would work, but no, it didn't work. So I just had to set up a second one. But yeah, there you go. We are... No radiation seems to have leaked yet, otherwise Doggo would be very sick. But we're getting some pellets, which I think means we should get into making ourselves a mech suit this episode. What do you think about that? There you go, bookmarked. I'm going to get rid of all of my other bookmarks, and we're just going to focus on this mech suit. So it does actually... Do we not get any of the same bits? So like the full damage stuff. Do we still take full damage with a mech suit? You know what? I've never tried it. But we can make this now, I think. Like, we've got literally everything auto-crafted, and we've got the bits for it. It looks like we can. That's amazing. Right, let's take everything off. And we will start with the biggest bit first, so the chest plate. And I'm going to have to wait for that to process. We'll be right back when it's done. Okay, that didn't take as long as I thought it would, but there you go. There's a mech suit top, or body armor at least. I'll get all the rest of this made, and then we'll be back. There you go. And last piece, and there we go. We've got a full set of mech outfit. Ooh. Why is it all clipping? It's clipping through my head. That doesn't look right. Wait a minute. Where's my shrink device? There it is. Am I... So if I do this... Oh, look how big I... you can set this to be bigger, by the way. That's why I set that. I wondered if I set myself to... Look, I'm Diddy now. If I... Yes, there you go. Look how Diddy my dog is. Ah. I forgot about that. Okay, so this doesn't... Oh, maybe I have to... Maybe I have to charge this thing. Okay. I think we could just chuck all the bits in here and that'll charge up. Fingers crossed. Easy enough. We don't have a good way of wireless charging, do we? Because, well, we could put the wireless charging, like, what are they called? The advanced wireless chargers all over the place. If we had flux networks, which God knows if it's been updated, but if we had that, we could set it to like charge our person, and then it would charge up. But that doesn't seem to be in this, which is fine. I mean, there we go. I'll have to just find another way. Ah, there we go. Now we get the sound of landing, but we don't take full damage. That did take a little bit of power from our boots, though. That sound is so weird. Awesome. So, the best part about this suit is we can put some upgrades in there. So, right, where is... I might just turn... Can you turn off the cosmetic for this? There you go. Now I don't have that helmet. Because it was clipping through my head for some reason, even though I haven't got like anything on my head whatsoever. Strange. Right, anyway, upgrades. Mech upgrades. We got all of these upgrades to have a look at. All of these like white upgrade things. So we've got the magnetic attraction, hydraulic propulsion allows the user to both step and jump higher. Ooh, that's step assist right there. That might be really good. There is one in here, I think it's called like the gravitation something. Ah, there we go. What was that? This one here. This is amazing. this means that we have creative flight. Only part is we need to get some antimatter, so I have to do some antimatter stuff, which is a little bit like oof. We got the jetpack, but I keep complaining about it so much. People are concerned for me by the looks of it in my comments. But anyway, so we've got this. What do we do now? I think let's chuck these things away. I think we just build a few of these. We do need a upgrade like table. There's a table thing. Modification station, that's the one. I was just trying to look for it. So if we go... Where are you? There you are. Go make all of that. Oh, it's still making stuff. Okay, I'll give it a sec. There you go. Modification station. Oh. Now, I think this needs power. It does need power. Okay, I'm going to grab some of my ultimate cable. Universal cable, there it is. If I stick that there, and then I change this so it's output to the bottom and auto eject. That should put power straight into this from here. Awesome. And then from this, maybe in here you can charge stuff as well. I'm not sure, but yeah, from here we can do the upgrade stuff. Upgrade. No, wait, what is it? They're called modifications, right? Units. There we go. So there is a solar unit. Harnesses the power of the sun to charge your mecha suit. That sounds really good. That does require lots of polonium pellets though. I think this can go on all of our bits actually. So that's, how many can that go up to? So that's 8, stackable 8. We can put 8 of these in each of these individual ones, I think. So that's 8, 16. So like 32 of those is what we're going to need. That might be a little bit of a pipe dream because this isn't making us... Oh, I need to just remember to keep sleeping. There we go. I need to continue sleeping because otherwise these things don't work, and we need the polonium from this to make the polonium pellets. It's going up decently though. During the day, that is. It has to be daytime. I don't think there's any other way of... that might be why they've set it up in the Orthomodium mining dimension, whatever it's called. This thing. This used to have... It was always daytime. So that might have been a bit cheaty if it was always daytime, because that means that if it was always daytime we could just set everything up in here and not worry about it, because it would never... The sun would never go down, right? I think that, yeah, that might have been a thing. Again, this is set to 50 by 50. I've done the other way now. So it's going off in that direction. Okay, I need to wait for this to give me some more polonium pellets. Polonium pellets? I've only got 19. And I think I need 50 something to make the fusion reactor. So I will be just leaving this on, waiting for it to give us what we need. This is like barely full, so this is gonna... I could boost this, to be fair. I could, you know, we've got this only set to half right now. Could boost it. I'm not going to though. I'm going to leave it for now. Our fissile fuel is still going up with this setup right here, so I want to leave that so we get a backup of fissile fuel. But whilst we do that, I did notice that there was these radiation shields, so that's something we can do at least. Stick one of those on. Stick that on all of our gear right now, because I wanted to pop in to our little compact machine, because yeah, I figured out what it was. There's a thing called a Geiger counter, which that's what I was looking for last episode, is like what's in the area. So you can see with the, I think it's a dosimeter, or yeah, dosimeter, you can see what radiation you've got, but this this Geiger counter is that. How did I forget the name Geiger counter? Honestly. So now that we've got radiation shielding, I'm hoping that will protect us when we go in here. We might see our power just like completely drain, but oh no, that one. Please don't kill us. Look at it. It's whoa. It's going. Oh, it's going down. It should kind of go down because when this breaks and releases into the atmosphere, oh, that's a lot. It just went down loads. Okay, it's gone back up again. Oh, okay. It's gone up loads again. Is that doing anything to our power? I don't think so. I think we've got it when we've got it installed. It's fine. It just means that we don't take any, and it won't use power, I believe. But we can actually make a thing out of this Geiger counter and the dosimeter that we made last time. So I'm actually going to set these two things up as well. If you hover over and you hit shift, you can see which item it goes into. So this one will go into our body armor, so will this one. Don't think there's a limit on the amount of things you can have in your body armor, or your armor at all. But yeah, I'm going to make this one, and then we're also going to make the Geiger counter as well, because important stuff to know, right? Right, there we go. We've got those things, and we're just going to add them. Added. There we go. It should say it on our displays. Ah, yeah, right in the bottom where my hand is. So look, looking at the torch right now, it says 99.99 for the Geiger counter, and 99.99 for the NSV. For the other one, the dosimeter. So if we pop in here, it will say 23. Oh, it's really high over here. But over here, it's barely anything. And our person didn't have any, so like the one that was below this one down here. Oh, awesome. Right. Let's see how many of those pellets we've got left. Well, we've got 21. Okay, so we need, I think it's like 52 is what I've got in my head. 52 pellets. And then we'll be golden and we can make one of these fusion reactors. I always get those two mixed up. I think last episode I had to do the little thing where I pop it up on screen and say like, I didn't mean that, I meant this. Like 3 times. Right, anyway, I'm going to wait for this to... Oh, actually, we need to remember to sleep as soon as we can, all the time. And then when this gets us the amount of polonium we need, then we'll make ourselves a fusion reactor. Oh, I've just got an achievement for making a storage monitor. I really like these things from Refined Storage. I'll show you what they do. I wanted 2 so we could we don't have to stare. If we stick them up like that, and then we do, I think it's shift and click in there, we can go pellets like that. So the best one is the polonium, and then that will show us how many we've got in our system. And then we've got the plutonium pellets as well. So I just stuck those 2 there so we can just like see how many we've got. So we've got 22 right now. So we're just missing like 30 and then we're all good. Hello, doggo. We are very nearly there, but I was looking into what we need. So ignore the solar charging things for now, because we'll come back to those later. We need to fuel this something called D-T fuel. So this stuff. So we need a bit of this to begin with anyway, because we need to put this in one of these. This thing, whatever that says right there. this thing here, we need one of these to begin with anyway. So we need a tiny bit of this just to fill this up. This will then start the reaction in the fusion. Fusion? Yeah, in the fusion reactor. But to do the reaction in the fusion reactor, we need some deuterium and tritium. So deuterium is kind of easy to do because you just get some of this heavy water. I think we'll set this one up second. I want to do the tritium first because this one's going to be a right pain. To get tritium, you need to use a solar neutron activator. I've made one already. Might need a few of these to be fair. You need some lithium. And remember lithium, you get that from... Ooh, that is interesting. Ah. We've got a load of lithium dust, because that's just been, like, firing up. It's going up, like, super quick. Maybe we use the lithium dust. I've got my copy-paste gadget out, because I was gonna... if we pop over to our thermal evaporation area... I was going to set up another set of these. So I was going to copy this entirely. So copy from here all the way up to maybe around this area. All the way to here. And then we were going to copy this entirely and turn around and do it on this side. Don't need to do that because we've got the actual lithium that we can turn back into this lithium, so we could turn the dust back into this lithium here. If that is the case, I'm going to speed this up and I'm going to get another chemical crystallizer and put it on this side. And then I might put another one on top and just like surround this with crystallizers. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh yeah, the best part is we can do it right here. Amazing. Almost went back then. So if we do 2 of these, and there we go. How are you keeping up? I thought that would... Yeah, this is making us a ton. Oh, is it because there was loads in the pipe? Pipe's still going up though. What the frig? Mental. Okay. Well, we could stick a couple more crystallizers down then, and this will make us loads of lithium. But what I was thinking is we can use that lithium. If we pop back to base, we can just use the solid lithium. Have we got enough now? We do have enough now. Amazing. We can make a fusion reactor if we wanted. So we use those lithium with these neutron activators. I might set it up on this side. Symmetry's sake, you know. So if we stick one of these down, and then if we grab some lithium dust, we can convert this back with a chemical oxidizer into lithium, which then we can pipe into this, although it is now nighttime. So, oh, it's nearly nighttime. Wait for it. There we go. And yeah, so we can pipe it into this. We can get ourselves some tritium that way. And I think, and entangler porter, we are going to set up a... Yeah, we're going to set one of these entangler porters up. We can have loads of these activators, thinking about it. Let's set up 4 more. Yeah, just get that one going. So we'll have 5 altogether, all being fed with lithium, which will come out of the condensator. Or what is it, a condensator? No, oxidizer. There you go. So we can get them all fed with that. That will make us the tritium. Okay, that's a lot easier than I thought it would be. We'll have to make a Pilpoh tritium tick. Awesome. And then we can blank everything out, because tritium, I believe, is a gas. So we just set all of these to input. And yeah, I like just going through and turning all of these off just in case there's an accident. Perfect. There you go. And I can set this to output. Did I put that down forwards? Is that how that places? I think it is. So the front is going to be output. Perfect. And we can also set that to auto eject on. Right, let me put all the rest of this down and get the crystallizer set up, and then we'll be back in a sec. So this is what's been set up. This looks actually kind of neat. I didn't expect it to look like this, but yeah, I like this. We've got a entangler porter feeding power at the back here. I could have put a port on this and then routed power into this, but it's fine. We've got entangler porter. We've got a network receiver, which is literally just putting lithium dust in these things, and it doesn't even need to be like a even better exporter than this. It seems to just get up to the top, and I haven't put any upgrades in the oxidizer because I don't know how much lithium we're going to need, but yeah. Anyway, we've got the oxidizer pushing into the activator, and then we've got the entangler porter filling up right now. So it's got an internal buffer of just over 10 buckets worth. This might need to be quickened up, made faster. I think that's the words right there. So yeah, I might have to do all the upgrades in these oxidizers. That's pretty cool. I am experiencing a little bit of lag. If I look in this direction, it just like goes. But then I look in this way and it's fine. But then if I go like this, wow. I don't know what's causing that. Okay, I'm back and it seems to be alright now. It doesn't do the old like thing that it was doing. And yeah, I was just looking at my lithium and it is going down. It's quite slowly going down though, so it's not that bad. But what we could do is just set up, well, do what I was planning on doing, right? Which was make a copy paste of my setup over there, over in the desert area, and then turn around and paste it down. We could do that, but I'm going to leave it for now. Maybe I'll do that between episodes. Anyway, right, what we're going to do now is get the other part, which is this deuterium? This stuff. Anyway, we're going to get this. So for that, we need an electrolytic separator. Electrolytic separator. I'm going to make like, I don't know. Let's do 5 of those as well, because we got 5 of these over here. I think the deuterium is going to be easier to get. Or I hope it is anyway. We are going to set that up probably underneath this. I think that's probably a good idea. I need a little area for water. Yeah. I should have some entangler porters as well. Yeah, I made like a bunch more of these. So we just need 2. 1 and 2. 1 for power, 1 for actually like putting, like we can set up a new, oh, I don't want to do it on this one, but we set up a new system for this. So Pilpoh deuterium. There you go, deuterium, and that is set to this one. Again, we want to do what we did on the other one, which is gases the other way around. There you go. Everything is on input for gases. I don't know if this is like worth doing, going through and turning all the rest of these off. This is a new addition, by the way. I can't remember who mentioned it, but it's a really cool thing to have, like just a clear all button. But yeah, that's something we're going to use for that. I'll set that up downstairs, and the way you do that is you get a pump from Mechanism. So one of these pumps. There you go, pump, electric pump. Let's just chuck it here for now, and we can have a look, see what it does. So I believe this needs power, and it has to come from one of these 2 sides. I can't remember which one it is. I want to say it's this side. Yeah, it's probably this side. It also needs a filter, So I've got the recipe for the filter setup as well. There it is, filter upgrade. And if we go into upgrades, it can take speed upgrades as well. So we'll put some of those in. But there you go. It's got filter upgrade now. So what you do with this is you put it over water, and if you didn't have the filter upgrade in there, this is a good way of getting water, and you'd probably want to set that up if you didn't have like a sink or something like that. And yeah, all you do there is you probably have to set up like a massive field of these over water. And if the block below this is like a water source, I think it needs to be a water source that will be refilled. I don't know what will happen if it's... Maybe we get a bucket of water. If I pick this up and then charge it in this, does it keep its charge? I think that's a thing that can happen. Oh, this has got a filter upgrade in it though, hasn't it? Oh well, we can stick it down, see if it's getting any water whatsoever. It is, it's getting heavy water right there. So it doesn't even need to be like a water, you know what I mean, where you've got a 2x2 and then when you pick one bit of water up, it will fill in by the others. Yeah, it doesn't need to be that, so that's good. So yeah, we'll set up a bunch of these pumps downstairs, just 5 of them for now. Did I set a recipe, set my thing off for 5 of these? No. We also need filter. And yeah, let me build a little pool downstairs, and we'll get a load of heavy water. I don't know if I should just do it in here. No, I like the symmetry that I've got going right here. So maybe we could put the setup right here. Oh, but it still needs to be turned from heavy water, right? Yeah, electrolytic separator. Oh, well, I could put the electrolytic separators like here. Or here, and then have that fed in. Yeah, let's do that. And this is an easy setup as well. So we've got the electric pumps. I put all the upgrades in these as well. So speed, energy, filter. So electric pumps all down here. They are all being powered by the universal cable. There is an entangler port right in the middle there. And that's also powering the electrolytic separator. And the deuterium's coming out the front. Job done. We've got DT fuel basically from this. I don't know which one's quicker. I think this one's going to be quicker, you know, because it's 155 already, and this one is it's close to 1 million actually. This has been going up for longer though. Oh, you know what? I think this one is quicker. Interesting. I might need to expand this maybe. I'll have to figure out something for that. But anyway, that is those 2 fuels for us. We can put those 2 together to make... Wow, we've seen it before, right? So if you... No, that's not the one. This one. Make some DT fuel just doing this. We don't need too much of the DT fuel, to be fair, because the chemical infuser... yeah, we only need... What, 1 and 1 makes... 2 of this, so we need half a bucket of this, half a bucket of this to make a bucket of this. And I don't know how much it takes to fill up the halogen or whatever it's called. This thing here. Maybe it says, if I hover over this, it says 10 DT fuel. No idea, but yeah, we'll need a little bit of that just to kickstart the process. And we need some lasers and stuff. You know what though, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. We're going to get onto fusion reactor. This is fission right here. I'm going to get into fusion reactor in the next episode. Because actually this is completely done now, but we are running out of time, unfortunately. So let's have a quick look at the stats. 4.87 days, and this is what I have achieved. Brilliant. Right, well, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Don't look at me like that.